So, on Monday, Thursday, um, the institution of the Holy Eucharist or the Last Supper give us an opportunity to recognize the importance of this sacrament. This was a sacrament that Jesus left to the church, and and I think every week when we are able to come to the church in the past, we come because we receive, the strength in us. But also we have the tradition of the washing the feet according to the gospel reading for today. Um, what really Jesus want to teach, his disciples and to all of us today is a humble act, being a rabbi, being the teacher. Uh, he was able to guide through example, his disciples, doing this humble act to give to them the importance of being leaders, but also being a humble leader. But the symbolic act for me, it has a very deepest meaning, and that deepest meaning is uh, the cleaning of the body, the cleaning of the soul. It makes sense because when we are clean, then God allows to receive the communion. One important part in our liturgy is before to share the peace and to receive communion, we are able to confess our sins, to confess what we have been doing wrong before God. And then we receive the absolution. And the absolution gives us this opportunity to come forward and receive the communion. So, in which ways God wants us to come before His altar? In the way of humility, in the way of receiving, His grace, His guidance, especially in this time, especially in this time. And then we are doing the stripping of the altar. We used to do that, cleaning the altar, removing all the ornaments. So, what lessons uh, we learn from all of these crises with this pandemic? I think probably I used to say that in English too. When we come to the altar to receive communion, there is a peace or or the whole Jesus that is between us that we take out with us when we are going back to our home or to our world that we are living. So, what exactly God, Jesus, the church is expecting us to do, with this moment is anytime when you are able to receive communion, you are taking some of Jesus with you, and what is next is to imitate, Jesus' life, Jesus' teaching, um, to show to ourselves, I will say, to our family, to our friends, to our strangers, to show compassion as Jesus did, in his life. So Holy Week is a time for us to remember all the mighty acts that Jesus experienced in these days. Uh, the disciples for sure remember him for all the miracles that he did, to feed the 5,000, to heal, people who were sick, and the blind man. So they were witnesses of many miracles. God is inviting us also to be witnesses of many miracles in these days. May the Lord bless all of you. May the Lord protect all of us, all of you. May the Lord allow us to come back and celebrate, this sacrament with faith and joy. Amen.